Hello everybody, this is Mr. Ava. Welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 25. And today we're going to wrap up the 2026 season by going through the National Championship to see who will win and be crowned champions of the season. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like, you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. Now, we found out in the last episode the National Championship will be Tennessee versus Texas Tech in a very intriguing matchup, as here's a look at the bracket to see how we got to this point. Tennessee beat Kansas State, Clemson, and Texas to get here, while the Texas Tech Red Raiders beat Alabama, Oregon, and Iowa State. So we got the 10 seed and the 9 seed meeting up for the national championship. Upsets along the way. Champions and the favorites, Oregon, go down in the quarterfinal. And we've left us with two teams. We'll start off with Texas Tech, who's kind of the Cinderella of this journey. They've gone at 12-4 to get here. They've come close the past couple of seasons in the regular season, but have faltered. This year they made the playoff, and they capitalized by making it to the national championship. And they beat some good teams to get here. Alabama, Oregon, Iowa State. They got a high-powered offense, to say the least. They will run a lot of plays, and they will throw the football. But they got to go up against the Tennessee Volunteers, one of the best teams in the country. They finished 12-4. They're 6-time national champions, while the Red Raiders have never won a national title. But the last time the Volunteers have won was 1998. So it's been 28 years since the Vols have been national champions. They're hungry for another. They beat Kansas State, Clemson, and Texas to get here. But now we're here in Inglewood, California, in the home of the Chargers and the Rams, to see who will be the college football playoff national champion. Both fan bases have made it to this point. Texas Tech, first time in the Natty. Tennessee, it's been a while. One of these two teams will be crowned your victors. Texas Tech's Red Raiders will be the quote-unquote home team in the All Blacks. And you can see Tennessee making their way through the tunnel, led by quarterback Nico Iamaleava, who will be playing in this game. He missed 6 games during the season with an injury. Lenore Sellers filled in, and we got to see that team, and we actually beat them. But now they have their starting quarterback back. It's a new day. It's the final day of the season for both of these squads, and we'll figure out who will be the national champion. Let's get into it. Texas Tech starts off the football. They go 3rd and 10 to begin. Will Hammond's their quarterback, and he will be sacked. He'll actually lose the football, and that's a pickup for Tennessee. And the first drive of the Red Raiders ends up in disaster. They give the football right to Tennessee. Goal to go from the 9. And the Volunteers right away will find the end zone for a touchdown, but this one will not count. Holding on the offense. This has been a problem for Tennessee this year. Their penalties have been their Achilles heel. So the touchdown's wiped off the board. Now 2nd and goal from the 11. Iamaleava keeps it. He's going to find the end zone for a touchdown. But again, it's not going to count. Another holding call, this time against Larry Johnson, wipes out a second touchdown. So now they got 3rd and goal from the 17. Nico spreads them out, and he'll look for the end zone, and it's not going to be caught. Couldn't complete the catch. So Tennessee will end up with a 3-point try, and they will nail it. So the Vols take the lead. But a what could have been scenario. They get the football back now, 3rd and 5 from midfield. Iamaleava goes play fake, and he finds a man in the secondary for a touchdown. Tim Chisholm, who has only 2 catches all playoff, with a big time, a 50-yard strike. And the Volunteers now lead 10-0. This Texas Tech now offense on the field. They're a high-powered offense, but they haven't been able to get going. Sack will end the drive. Caleb Herring in the backfield. And Tennessee has been rolling to begin this game. 5 minutes ago in the first quarter, 30 at their own 39. Nice strike across the middle on 3rd and 7. They find Braylon Staley. He's got 1,160 yards so far this season. Out to the 35. Next play, Iamaleava looks deep, and he's got a man wide open. That's Cameron Sheldon on the outside. The first team All-American, won the Best Halfback Award. He gets a receiving touchdown. It's 17-0 Vols. And Texas Tech, they need to do something now. It's 3rd and 10 from their own 30. But this time they will deliver Micah Hudson. 5 catches, 51 yards for him. And both these teams will push the pace. Texas Tech going no huddle. Now at the 35, Hammond looks across the middle. Got a man deep. It's Hudson again for a touchdown. His 12th of the season, 35th of his career. That's 3rd all-time in Texas Tech history, behind Michael Crabtree, and the man we'll name in just a moment. So 17-7 now, and an interception. Omieva is picked up on the outside, and this will be returned to the 11. So a big turn of events here as Texas Tech now has it in the red zone. Now 3rd and 6 from the 8. Hammond looking, fires short. He's got a man. It's going to be a touchdown for the Red Raiders. That's Coy Eakin, who has his 44th career touchdown as a Red Raider. That is a Texas Tech record, and I'll take us to the end of the first quarter. It's been very explosive. 17-14 your score. Hope you like points. As now in the second quarter, 3rd and 11, and there's a nice conversion. Nico already has over 214 yards passing. Goal to go from the 6. Numbers on the outside, but he doesn't see it. Instead, he'll keep it with an option, and that'll be a tackle for a loss. Dodged the bullet there was the Red Raiders. Now on 2nd and goal, they try Sheldon, who can't get in, and Tim Chisholm is actually hurt on the play. And the Red Raiders force 3. They come out in the heavy package. Tennessee goes play fake, but they won't be able to get it off. Maquel Dingle with his 6th sack of the season in the backfield. Tennessee gets 3, so it's 20-14. But Texas Tech is still in it. But on 3rd and 10, Hammond finds the pressure. It's already the 5th sack of the day for the Balls. He's getting banged up a little bit. After an eligible man downfield, now it's 1st and 15 for the Vols. Now they get the ground game going. Here's Cameron Sheldon, who had a career season, set a Tennessee record 1,562 yards on the ground. And he's adding to it now, finding some creases up to 10 for 46. Out to the 25 now of Texas Tech, making now 3rd and 13. Yomieva in the pocket, scans, dumps it off short for Sheldon. He'll be wrapped up 3 yards shy. And the Vols will look to take a 2-score lead, and they will do just that. 23-14 currently your score. As Texas Tech trailing by 9, now 3rd and 7, and again Hammond goes backwards. Denzel Kelly, the 3-star redshirt freshman from Franklin, Tennessee, in the backfield. Texas Tech will punt. Volunteers again driving. They hand it off in the backfield. That's going to be Caleb Webb back there who gets a 1st down. And again, goal to go from Tennessee. They hand it off for Sheldon. This time he will find the end zone for his 14th time this season on the ground. Volunteers back firmly out in front. 30-14 as Texas Tech. They wanted to do something before the half. But now they're sitting 3rd and 21, and they just hand it off, and Tennessee will get the chance back. Not the best clock management for Texas Tech, as Tennessee with now 27 seconds with a chance to drive down the field. And how about they get it all on one play? Chris Brazel for 65 yards finds the end zone. And the Volunteers now, that could have already been the dagger in the first half. They put up 37 points going into the intermission. Texas Tech with 14. It's a 23-point lead for the Balls, as Texas Tech has just been slaughtered in the passing game. Already 329 yards for Nico Omieva. And Tennessee will also get the football to begin the second half, so this could be deadly. Now Texas Tech has forced a 3rd and 9 about midfield. Omieva will look, and that one will be dropped, so Texas Tech does get the stop. The only problem is they're facing 3rd and 6 of their own, and Hammond will try to set up a screen. He can't even get there. So Texas Tech will punt the football right back to Tennessee. Their second drive begins at their own 28. Play fake. Looking deep, and again wide open. Touchdown, Vols, Braylon Staley this time. And Tennessee just continues to beat Texas Tech deep. They have no answer. That'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. This one's a rout. It's 44-14. A 30-point lead for the Vols. Texas Tech has even negative rushing yards. This has been a one-sided beatdown. And we'll begin the 4th quarter with a field goal attempt. From 50 yards out, Josh Tuberville will nail it, and that will essentially be all she wrote. 47-14 is your final, and the Tennessee Volunteers are your college football national champions for the 7th time, and for the first time in 28 years, Tennessee can call themselves national champions. Texas Tech, they come so close, but they get slaughtered. And Lenore Sellers, I hate seeing that guy on my screen. He transferred from us to be a championship contender, and well, I guess he got it because he won the national championship with Tennessee. Hey, at least we get to say that the last team the Volunteers lost to was us, so we get to put that feather in our cap. But props to Tennessee, all things considered. I'm just joking around. The Volunteers put together a heck of a season. They were one of the top teams to beat and they win the national championship for a reason. Alma is your player of the game, 445 yards and 4 touchdowns. Be interesting to see if he comes back to Tennessee next year. He's a redshirt junior, and after the way he played tonight, I have to think that his stock is at an all-time high. Texas Tech, it was a Cinderella run that comes to an end, but they've been a threat in the Big 12. They could definitely get back to the playoff. But Tennessee, they are the team to beat now, and they're in our conference. I hope we get to play them next year, and that will be a fun one. But that'll do it for the 2026 season. Here's a final look at the now completed bracket. The 2026 national champions are the Tennessee Volunteers, which means season number 3 is done. And we're getting ready for year number 4 already. I cannot believe we're already this far into this dynasty. It's been awesome. We got one more episode to go through, the recap. We'll take a look at stats, and then it's on to the offseason, which will be a live stream. The offseason will be premiered on Friday, so you don't want to miss it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.